Notice of a public meeting of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville pursuant to Chapter 551, Title 5 of the Texas Government Code, the Texas Open Meetings Act. Notice is hereby given that the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, in accordance with Article 5, Section 12 of the Charter of said city, will convene an executive session and a regular meeting on Tuesday, June the 7th, 2016, at 5:45 p.m. and at 6 p.m. in the Commission Chambers on the second floor of Brownsville City Hall, Old Federal Building, located at 1001 East Elizabeth Street, Brownsville, Cameron County, Texas. We will begin with an executive session discussion pursuant to Section 551.072 of the Texas Government Code, deliberations regarding real property.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to go into executive session?
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Commissioner Longoria, if you could do the invocation, please.
I'll ask everybody to please remain standing and bow our heads.
Oh,
You said, I'm sorry. Albert, go ahead.
Oh.
Mr. Pedro Medina, thank you.
Thank you. I want to read the scripture, 1 Timothy chapter 2. I urge then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for all people, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful in quiet lives, in all goodliness and holiness. Let's bow our heads and pray. Señor Jesús, estamos delante de tu presencia en esta tarde, dándote gracias por esta oportunidad que nos das. Gracias porque estamos en esta reunión con todos los comisionados, las personas que están en autoridad en la ciudad de Brownsville, y te pedimos de tu bendición, que tú les des sabiduría, de tu gracia, de tu favor para tomar cada una de las decisiones. Te damos gracias, en el nombre de Cristo Jesús te lo pedimos. Amén y amén.
Thank you.
Action on items discussed in executive session. Action on real property matters as discussed on executive session.
Mayor Pro Tem, I would advise that we continue as council was advised in executive session.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Item number 1, mayor's activity update. The mayor's not available, so
I have no update.
commissioners.
Commissioners' activity update?
I do. I'd like to remind everyone that Friday night, June 10th, from 6:30 to 9:30 is our next Ciclovia Nights Main to Boulevard Block Party. Should be really fun from 6:30 to 9:30. Come on out and put some lights on your bikes and have some fun for free. Second thing that I have is that tomorrow evening, there is an open house at 991 Valley River Road, and that is the open house for Brownsville's second LEED certified home. So please come out and check it out. It promises to be a big surprise and very exciting for their community.
I have a quick update. I just wanted to let everybody know that paving is going on Central Avenue between Jaime Zapata and 802, and it's an area that was in severe need of help. And so our Public Works Department is working quickly. Thank you, Santana. and it should be over quickly, should weather permit. They're doing a great job, and I just wanted to thank Public Works, and very soon we will be able to use this road, and it will be in great condition. And that's it. Thanks.
Mayor Pro Tem, as we start summer, I just want to take this opportunity to advise that we do have activities going on. We do have our rec center. I know that BISD is offering free pool to the kids, but you must go by and register. There are plenty of activities going on. Children's Museum, although it is $150 for a week, if it is within your budget, there is activities for the children at the Children's Museum. So there are plenty of activities going on around the city. It's not just the zoo. It's not just, going to all the museums. There are activities available for the children during the summer. So, and the library, of course, at the
Summer reading.
library. Yeah, the library, we always have summer reading. We have movies going on at both locations. So if people say that there's nothing to do for the kids, there is, but it does require parental supervision. We're not a daycare. You just can't come drop them off. But as long as the parents are there, we do have activities going on where you can take your children day after day during the summer. And BISD does have, there are locations. It is on Channel 12, and it is on BISD for anybody. No questions asked. There is free breakfast for all children all around the city. There is in school facilities and in public facilities, there is free breakfast. So no child should have to go without breakfast this summer, thanks to BISD and their cooperation. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay.
Proclamations.
Item number 3, proclamations, the Tuttle Inn Restaurant. Is anyone here from there? No? Okay. Next proclamation, Female Veterans United.
Welcome, ladies. This is a proclamation of the City Commission of Brownsville, Texas, recognizing and honoring Veteran Females United. Whereas in 2013, 5 females became the core members of Veteran Females United by supporting each other through educational, personal, and professional experiences. Whereas later in 2013, the active members of the support group created an organization within the local university that welcomed other female student veterans, wives of veterans, and dependents of veterans, and together they raised awareness of the unique issues female veterans face while participating in campus and community events. Whereas in 2014, the group decided to expand from a student organization to a community organization in order to recruit and support other female veterans within the community. Whereas by March 2016, the group expanded to more than 30 female veterans and officially formed Veteran Females United, a nonprofit organization. Its mission to engage and empower female veterans to lead healthy, successful lives by providing ongoing guidance and support to them and their families. And whereas Veteran Females United initiated planning and fundraising efforts to secure a statue of a female soldier to honor and memorialize all female soldiers in the community. Now, therefore, we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested by the charter of said city, and on behalf of all of our citizens, do hereby recognize and honor Veteran Females United, and further call this observance to the attention of all of our citizens, done on this 7th day of June 2016, signed Mayor Tony Martinez and the City Commission.
Passing down orange.
First and foremost, we'd like to thank you for this proclamation. It is truly an honor to receive. Secondly, we'd like to thank the City of Brownsville for your support in our efforts of having the statue installed at the Veterans Park. We'd like to personally invite you to the unveiling of our statue, taking place this month on the 25th at 10 o'clock in the morning. In addition to this, we'd like to take this time to invite any female veterans within our community to take part in our organization as well. We also welcome female spouses and dependents of veterans as well. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Present arms. Order arms. Follow.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Item number 4, presentation Employee of the Month, Mr. David Velez from the airport.
Charlie, could you have our new director come up so he can introduce himself afterwards also, please?
Mayor Pro Tem, members of the commission, please help me welcome our Employee of the Month for June 2016, Mr. David Velez. And with him, our airport director, Mr. Brian Walker. David's been with us since 2010. He is employed as a carpenter for the city of Brownsville. Best dressed carpenter we've ever seen, right? But more than that, he has worked on so many projects for us. He has installed a cell phone, an iPad charge station. As you go into the airport, you see that on your right-hand side.
Thank you.
It's beautifully done.
Thank you.
He works with electricians and anybody else that he thinks will help him get the work done. He's been a true asset to our airport, and we are very thankful that we have him working for us. As Employee of the Month, he gets a little plaque. And let me see, hope it's not a girl's watch. Watch. Okay, and a few words.
Well, on behalf of the airport staff, maintenance, I want to thank you all here for allowing this opportunity for me, and also Mr. Walker, our airport director, and Mr. Robert Chavira, the supervisor of maintenance, to give me this opportunity, to be in employment on the month. Although of course I wasn't looking forward to it, but they don't know why we're here. And also for this arrangement, I would thank you for the city of Brownsville for having us, and that encourages us to really put an effort, to really verify the city in every way. Thank you.
Mr. Velez.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Let me offer Mr. Walker a few minutes to introduce himself. He's been working with us, I guess it's about a month now or so. Took the job, and we've been very happy with Mr. Walker.
Hello there. Not sure what to say. This is sort of short notice. Just like to say that I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Everybody at the airport's been super supportive since I've gotten here, as well as everyone in the city and in the mayor's office and the city manager's office. So hopefully, I look forward to working with the commission and getting all the photos out there that we need to get. We're missing one of them. So with that, I guess we can keep going. I don't want to hold anything up.
You have a
Thank
huge
you.
responsibility ahead of you, and good luck to you.
I am looking forward to it, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Feel free to take
Thank
the
you.
photo that's in the hallway out there.
Consent agenda.
Item number 5, consent agenda items
Move to approve?
A through S.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Boards and commissions, consideration and action to appoint members to the Capital Improvement Advisory Committee.
Mayor Pro Tem, I was going to move, if we could just please table for one more meeting so that we can better get I had my applicant, didn't have an opportunity to apply, and I don't know if anybody else.
It's my understanding that you can still appoint somebody
Okay,
if they are not on the applications.
okay.
I don't know if you're still interested in tabling. It's
I'd
your
like to hear
decision.
what Connie has to say.
Whoever ready to appoint can appoint, and we can put it on again next meeting to.
That's fine.
to finish.
Go ahead.
But whatever
Oh,
Connie
I'm
says.
not gonna wait.
Okay, well, this advisory committee is set forward by Chapter 395 of the Texas Local Government Code, and it sets some rules, so maybe will give you some food for thought. It needs to be composed of not less than 5 members, and not less than 40% of the membership of the advisory committee must be representatives of real estate, development, or building industries who are not employees or officials of the political subdivision or governmental entity. And of course, their capacity is to advise and assist in adopting land use assumptions, review the capital improvements plan, file written comments, monitor and evaluate, so forth and so on, among other things. Our current structure is composed of 7 members. If you could put on the slides. These are the active members. We received 3 applications. So with that information, there's two members that have resigned because they're no longer within the city of Brownsville city limits. So we could do what you guys wanted. You're able to appoint.
I'm sorry, did you say that they cannot be officials?
They cannot be.
But Mr. Betancourt doesn't, he still can?
For the
be?
city of Brownsville.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Do we have a motion?
Go
to
ahead.
Appoint, or?
Motion to open up discussion.
Well, it's appointments, there's no discussion, but, I mean, if y'all want to start appointing, go ahead.
I would like to make a motion to reappoint Leanne Greer.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
I'm going to move to appoint Mr. Fabian de la Garza. He does work with a construction company.
Second?
Okay.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Sorry. Not opposed.
Motion passes.
So we have one more vacancy? Because one of the,
We have 2 vacancies, yes, and then, of course, any of the other members that you want to reappoint.
oh, okay,
Not appoint.
David's. I'd like to appoint Mr. Larry Holman.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
I'd like to appoint Frank Wood.
Is there a second?
Frank declined when I asked him,
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to withdraw that.
but
Go
he would
ahead.
have been great.
Go ahead.
Not
Go ahead.
today.
Yes, Commissioner.
I think she has 2.
I'd like to appoint Mr. Joe de la Fuente.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
So is that it, Ms. Mayor?
Does that fulfill the,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, public hearings. Public hearing and action to authorize the issuance of a new taxi cab permit to Mr. Juan Magañez on a 2009 Dodge Caravan who will be operating for Byrd Taxi.
Honorable Mayor Pro Tem and City Commission, I come before you for a public hearing and action to authorize the issuance of a new taxi cab permit to Mr. Juan Magallanes. Mr. Magallanes has filed an application for a new motor cab permit with Byrd Taxi. He will be operating a 2009 Byrd Taxi. All requirements under the city taxi ordinance have been met to include a public notice for the local newspaper. If approved, the number of permits will be increased by 1 and remain under the maximum as per the city ordinance of 125 permits allowed. Byrd Taxi will acquire permit number 1703, bringing our current permits to 51. This is a public hearing.
is there any public comment on this matter?
Is it that bad that the judge is going to moonlight now?
Just to be clear, this is not the judge, right?
I'm going to close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Would you approve?
Second.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem and Commission.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Next item, public comment period. We have Carla Mancha.
What happened to my agenda? Good afternoon. My name is Carla Mancha, and I'm the CEO for the Housing Authority of the City of Brownsville, and I brought with me members of my executive team, Ms. Leticia Gonzalez, who is our Client Services Director, Ms. Hilda Ledesma, who is our Community Services Director, and Mr. Miguel Herrera, our Chief Financial Officer. And thank you for allowing us to come before you this afternoon. We're here just to say thank you. Thank you so much for the services that the City of Brownsville provides to our families, to our community. And as you may have already heard, and I'm sure everybody did, we unfortunately had a fire on Saturday morning at one of our tax credit developments. Paseo Plaza is a 184-unit apartment complex, and it is owned by the Brownsville Housing Opportunity Corporation, which is a nonprofit for the Housing Authority. And lightning did strike one of the buildings, and each building, well, that particular building is composed of 6 units. So there was one vacancy in that building, but we had 5 families. So due to the fire, we had 5 families that were displaced. But because of the quick action and services from the fire department, the police department, and they were able to contain the fire to 3 apartments. So in essence, 3 families did lose everything, and the other 2 families did not, but because the building was shut down, they were also displaced. I'd like to personally thank Ms. Odie Leal from the Office of Emergency Management and her team who met with me there that morning. Also, Chief Rodriguez and his team with the police department. Carlos Ilosondo, Fire Chief, who also met with me that morning to assure that everything was good and in order. I'd like to also thank Mr. Daniel Villarreal, the Fire Marshal, who met with me several times throughout that day. And of course, Commissioner De Leon, you were there and you met with our team, and City Manager Kabler, who also went by that morning. And anyone else, I don't know who else went that day, but we were there the entire day. We met with the families again on Sunday, and we're working on identifying units for them. So thank you again for the work.
Oh, thank you for everything you do for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our second public comment, Josetti Cruz.
Hello, Commissioners. How are you? Love your neighbor. What does that mean? Well, Brownsville has many neighboring cities that make up Cameron County. Our neighbors in South Padre Island, Port Isabel, and Laguna Vista have all voiced their opposition to LNG. So I ask, why haven't we? Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the lack of information that has been presented to you, but I'm here to extend an invitation this Thursday evening at the Carlota Petrina Cultural Center from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Save RGV from LNG has been working diligently to bring this information to the public and try to address it, because this is a public issue. Ms. Gowan, I know that you are trying to make Brownsville an active tourist place. So this project would actually affect our pollution here. We're actually looking at the 2 biggest polluters right now being the Valley International Airport and our landfill. What we stand to gain with this project would be the equivalent of 36 airport terminals and 12 landfills. So I ask that you please come and listen to this valuable information. Please educate yourself and inform yourself just the way our brothers and sisters in South Padre and Port Isabel and Laguna Vista have. And I just ask that you would, I humbly ask here, stand before you and ask you to please and come listen to your constituents, listen to your community. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Public comment number 3, William Byrd.
Thank you for allowing these public comments. I also am going to talk about LNG, give you some updates. The LNG FERC, that's the FERC approval process. FERC is the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, which is listening and working to see that the LNG applicants pass muster to put in illegal LNG plants. The process has gone from the pre-filing stage, and now they're up to the filing and the EIS, the Environmental Impact Statement phase. Parties who are affected by the construction and/or the operation of the LNG facilities are invited to file motions to intervene. Intervene means essentially that interveners have a seat at the table. Once they file the motion, they have a reason for filing the motion because essentially they have some, if you will, skin in the game, and they can now participate and reach and understand what the comments are going on back and forth among the parties. As you just heard, the city of South Padre Island, the city of Port Isabel, the town of Laguna Vista, Long Island Village, and the Brownsville Navigation District have all filed motions to intervene in the Texas LNG or in the next decade LNG filings. ANOVA has not yet filed, so that will come. The county has skin in the game at Isla Blanca Park and Jaime Zapata boat ramp, which may be threatened with closure. I don't know. This will be found out when the security agencies report, due to the security threats with having a ship loading LNG at their facilities. There will be a ship there in the channel most every day at full operation. In fact, should be one ship filling and leaving every day in total, or 6 a week or something like that. Those county resources, Isla Blanca Park and the boat ramp, are used extensively by Brownsville residents. It may happen that due to fear of terrorist attack or to use a term from ancient times, sabotage, the boat ramp may be closed, or fear of sabotage, that is, may be closed or require some kind of TSA-style proof of citizenship and searching of boats before someone is allowed in. We don't know. The jetties along the ship channel may be closed because of their proximity to ships that are leaving. My time is up. Okay. Thank you.
Agenda item number 9, consideration and action to award a contract for the traffic signal and roadway improvements for Paredes Line Road and Event Center Drive.
I got a couple of questions.
Okay, Mayor and Commissioners, I'm here to award the contract to D&G Energy for the traffic signal for the event center. Cost $148,254.75. Money's in place. I recommend approval.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Move to adjourn? Second.
Is there a second? Good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.